Well, g'day guys, we're in the office. Let's just turn to the office now. I've got a good one for you. I haven't done one of these for a while, but as many of you know, I warn about the predators and people on these dating sites. Here, I've just come across this first video in searching for something for you. We get this.
Don't trust anybody. I'm so shocked right now. Okay, I already gave up the dating apps, but just let this be a warning to everyone out there who's still on them. Don't trust anybody. I know that sounds crazy and a little cynical, a lot cynical, but I've now had way too many experiences where I just think it's too easy to be this ideal person on those apps. And so many women get caught in these kind of traps where you're already 5-6 dates in and then they reveal their true colors and it's not what you signed up for.
Now, this is something that a lot of these women do as well. They chameleonize themselves. They get a guy come along that they like, or they just get a guy to come in to fill in a space. They need some attention or affection, and this person will do. A lot of these women will sit there with their children and try and pick out men, as if their children have a clue, adult children. I mean, a lot of these guys can't even hold relationships themselves, and they've got parents that are helping them trying to find somebody. These people are usually aiming above their sexual marketplace value, and they're in a guessing game. They're putting their hand into the cobra pit and hoping it's not going to get bitten. But with the prevalence now of predators and the access that they have to people through these dating sites, people are getting really hacked up. Some of the comments, I don't date anymore, life is peaceful and good. I met the love of, well, this person can't even write properly. I met the life of my life on Bumble. Don't delete the apps, delete the scripts in your see these people may as well be the devil himself. If the great men aren't on the apps, where can you find them? This is the thing. Girl, if you find out, please let me know. The problem with it is most of the good men have been taken. A lot of these people, like this girl here, not a bad looking bird, they've had these men.
I'm so shocked
and they've thrown them away. And this is where they've ended up.
now. Okay, I already gave up the dating apps, but just let this be a warning to everyone
Just
out.
let me say, guys, she wouldn't have given up the dating apps. She's been rejected and she's probably paused it. A lot of these Sheilas, you can be in a long-term relationship with them and break up with them because they haven't fixed something or they've done something stupid, and they'll be on the dating app that afternoon.
Out there who's still on them, don't trust anybody. I know that sounds crazy and a little cynical, a lot cynical, but I've now had way too many experiences where I just think it's too easy to be this ideal person on those apps. And so many women get caught in these kind of traps where you're already 5-6 dates in and then they reveal their true colors and it's not what you signed up for.
Guys, a lot of these women are projecting what they've done to men in their, teens and 20s. I don't know how old this lady is. She looks pretty young. They reject men. They go out on dates with men, use them, and then kick them to the curb. And then when it happens to them, they end up in a state because they're not used to it. They've been spoiled, groomed. They've been run after, chased. They've probably had all the text messages, don't leave me, come back, and they've been nothing but trouble. That's why they're on the dating apps. They've probably been kicked to the curb themselves. And now they're saying that you can't trust anybody. It goes both ways. It goes for men and women. It is not easy out there. Believe it. It is a nightmare.
So I dated a guy last November and I really liked him. He was engaged like 6 months prior. And
they tell lies. This guy was probably still engaged or 1 month out of engagement, or he's told her a lie, obviously. And what I find is a lot of these Sheilas don't mind married men because it keeps them out of the realm of commitment. A lot of these Sheilas, especially when they get older, they'll take anybody.
That's when they broke off their engagement like 6 months before we started dating. So
I
he'd
wouldn't
had some
believe that.
time to kind of like heal and reflect. And he told me he was in therapy now still. They dated for a long time. So I kind of was like proceeding with caution because I knew, okay, there's no way this man is just fully healed and ready for a serious relationship again, which is what I'm looking for. But we got along.
Okay, so she just put her foot in it. She said she knew that he wasn't ready for a serious relationship. A lot of people don't know how to heal from a ruined relationship. This is the thing.
Really well. He was super funny, really cute. We just had so much in common. He was so chivalrous. I don't know, he just did everything right. But in the back of my head, I was kind of like, okay, this is going almost too well, you know? So I had doubts, but not really any proof to back it up. We went on 4 dates, and after the 4th date, I could just feel he was a little bit more distant, and I saw that he was still on all the apps. And like, I mean all the apps. He was on like 4 different dating apps.
Okay, so this Sheila's got red flags going off everywhere. How did she know he was still on 4 dating apps? Did she go through his phone, or did he sit there and tell her? Because if he sat there and told her, this woman's crazy. I've had relationships with women where I said, well, there's some people that we need to put to the side, and they've said, no, I don't think so. And I've gone, well, see ya.
So I just told him, hey, it's been really nice getting to know you. I think we're looking for different things here, and I'm just going to take a step back. And he just didn't respond. I sent like a nice message, but I just, like, I wasn't getting what I needed back. A few months later,
So what did she expect him to do? Sit there and go, well, thanks for that? And this is what happens to a lot of these girls and men. I'm telling you, the dating apps are vipers to rain. They're the devil's terrain. And it's getting worse and worse and worse, and people are becoming less trustworthy. And these people know what a good relationship is because a lot of them have had them, but the more they think they can swap and change, or the more they mess things up and wreck things, the more dangerous it is.
I see him on Raya, or he sees me on Raya, and he messages me and is like, hey, I'm so sorry about the way things ended, blah, blah, blah. I wasn't in a great place. Hope you're doing well. Kind of hinting that he wanted to see me. And I was just like, wish you the best. I'm so sorry you were going through a hard time, and I hope it's better now. But, don't bring me into your mess. I had posted him in this group. I won't reveal the group, but the girls that know. It's a confidential group of women that you can post somebody and see if anyone's had negative dating experiences. It's mostly for like, dangerous guys or like guys with girlfriends, those kind of dudes. So I'd posted him when we started dating and I didn't really hear anything. Months later, I get a message.
So a lot of these people are just putting themselves out there and they don't realise how deadly and dangerous it really is. Get this.
G'day, so I just wanted to jump on really quickly and give anybody who's interested a bit of an update on my situation. So if you don't know, my name is Morrigan and I live in Australia, and last week I received a notice saying that my lease wasn't going to be renewed, and normally that would be fine, but here in Oz we are in the midst of a rental crisis, so that was a bit of a stressful sort of notice to get. The rental crisis is being covered every day in the news, so the fact that lines to view properties are super long and rents are being jacked up ridiculous amounts in one hit. So with that context in mind, this is an update on my...
I was speaking to the lady across the road today and she said they've put the rent up $75 in one hit. Today. That was today. I spoke to this woman today across the road. She said they've just put our rent up $75 in one hit. Who'd want to be renting, guys? Like, honestly, a lot of these people, and she said this in an earlier video, she didn't make the right choices and she ended up having to rent. Now this is the situation she's in. That's sad.
My situation so far, trying to navigate all of that. Firstly, Pretty much everybody in my life now knows what's happened, so all my friends and my colleagues, etc., are aware. And pretty much everybody has offered to try to help in some way. I've had friends offer to let me stay in guest rooms or on couches. My boss has offered to let me store all of my things under her house. Even my neighbour is asking around to see if anybody she knows has a rental or...
And don't worry guys, there's a few sus people come into the comments offering her places to stay as well. This is, again, the predators prey on these people.
Or know someone who has a rental I can move into. So pretty much everybody in my life is offering support and comfort and to help in whatever way they can, which is genuinely incredibly lovely and a little bit unexpected for me. I tend to try to be independent and I am not always the most comfortable asking for help, so it's a pleasant surprise that there have been so many people just without prompting offering to help in some way. That's lovely. On that note, I have had multiple people in my comments section offer to try to help as well. And again, I want to say that was unexpected but incredibly lovely.
No, that's not unexpected. You've got a vulnerable woman with nowhere to live. Guess who's going to come out of the shadows? In some cases, not all cases, but in some cases, there's going to be the predators.
I have a very small channel and I wasn't expecting many people to see that video or to care in any way. So the fact that there were people in my comments offering to try to help a complete stranger, I think is just really, really lovely. And I just...
You don't take lollies off strangers, especially when you've got people around that you know that are willing to help. Oh, the naivety, guys.
Wanted to get on and say thank you rather than just leaving a comment. I wanted to actually say verbally thank you for doing that. That's really nice and I'm really grateful that you've offered something, but at the moment things are still progressing and evolving. And to anybody in the comments who just offered support or a kind word in some way, I want to say thank you to you as well. Again, that's really lovely. Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for caring. So a bunch of people in my comments also suggested I call my real estate agent, my property manager, to get some more information and to talk about my situation. And so I did. And within 30 seconds, I would say, of the phone call starting, she was asking me what I was looking for and whether I would want to re-rent through her. And it looks like she might have a property that I can move into if the timelines match up.
Oh, isn't that common sense? This is giving me a headache. I can't do any more of that. But this is where people have made the wrong decisions, guys. They've just out and out made the wrong decisions. And it's come back to bite them. I know stacks of people that have done this in their lives. Oh, we're going out to buy a house. And I've heard these women say, oh, we went out to buy a house, but we decided not to. And now I know some people that are paying $800, $850 a week rent. And it's going to get worse. It's going to get really bad. So guys, that's my video for today. Keep yourself on track. Don't end up like a lot of these people. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. ProBrick exclusive with Dr. J. Morrison. There's stacks of videos on here, guys. Stacks and stacks of videos, and you should get your teeth into it. There's, how many videos are there? I think there's 1.6k videos, 1,600 videos on the channel with all different subjects and things going on. So guys, I'll leave you there. Keep your head screwed on, keep your wits about you, guys and girls, and I'll see you on the next one.